Hi guys, and welcome to this video on Phantasy Star Online 2 for the Xbox NA. So what we're going to cover in this video, we're going to cover the locations around. This should help a lot of beginners, people who want to gain a lot of XP, know where certain things are and how to do them. So it's just a quick rundown of some certain things that you should do before missions, what your character can achieve in terms of client orders, and just general XP and do's and don'ts on the game, really. So we're going to take you through locations. We're going to show you how to navigate the palette and your weapons palette, how to equip photon arts, learning certain missions you can do, what classes are available, and how to achieve certain titles from the title keeper that also give you XP and rewards. So you get also for your mag tutorial and certain missions and client orders. So I'm just going to quickly show you around. Over here you've got your block transfer. So this is a place where you can go to more populated blocks within the Phantasy Star online community. So as you can tell, most of these are pretty full when you get to block 1, 2 and 3, and they get populated over certain times. You've also got your alliance quarters and your personal quarters if you've got premium. If you've got premium, or you can actually buy premium or your personal quarters from the fun store with fun points. So that's your blocks transport right there. You've got your mission counter, you've got your equipment officer Prin, you've got your officer there Kofi, and then you got your quest counter. That's Rebecca. That's where you get your quests. You can get client orders from Coffee, and Prin, you can get some equipment orders from her. We'll go into more details of these in other videos, but we're just going to focus on just the general vicinity of the actual place itself. We've got the other quest counter here. You've got your daily orders, and you've got other client orders located around the whole of this area around here. You've got your class counter. This is where you can change your classes, and this is your alliance administrator. This is where you can sort everything out if you have an alliance. The class place, you can also, this is where you do your skill trees, and you can change from being, say, a force, a braver, a ranger, etc, etc. Some of the NPCs located around here will offer you different client orders in relation to your class. So Reese, I believe, is a ranger. She'll give you missions based on the ranger class. And I'm a force at the moment, so I'll be speaking to Marlu over here. So it just depends. These guys give you extra benefits when you're doing missions. There's certain missions when you get a higher level. Say this one, be a top class force. The completion reward, you get an additional 5 skill points to spend on your force skill tree. So these are worth doing if you want more damage or more of a something towards your skill tree. So we're going to go and have a look around by the shopping plaza. You can go through any one of these 3 here. You've got one there, you've got one over there, the grey terminals, and one there. There's also one at the back that can take you to multiple blocks. So it'll take you up here. You can jump down, just plop. Then you've got the casino. Casino's right there. We'll cover that in a bit. But over here you have your weapon merchant, and then you have your item scientist. So the weapon merchant, if you've got unknown weapons, so if you go to my items, I've got some here, special weapons. The lady on the right there, she can identify weapons for you at a price. And then the weapon merchant, obviously you can just purchase and sell stuff there. With the item scientist, you can upgrade your armors, your weapons, your rings, etc, etc, to put more grinds on them. We'll cover that more in depth in another video, but this is just there if you wanted to have a look yourself. And you've also got the pet lab technician there, so you can store your pets. You can buy your pets, you can buy eggs, etc and stuff for your pets if you're a summoner as well. Over here you've got your armor, your costumes, units you can buy. You've got your disc dealer there for your photon arts, and you've also got your item vendor there for your monomates, your healing items, buff items, etc. So as we go further down here, on your left-hand side, you'll have more quests here. Jan, you'll know that he'll give you some quests in the beginning. Some of these are good to have. You can do certain things for him, and you earn different benefits. Once you get higher levels, you can unlock different clients to do different orders. But over here on the far left-hand side from where we started, you have Franca, and she has a calf here. And in certain missions, you'll have little highlighted spots where you can fish and mine. And when you mine, you gain rocks in certain areas. So different planets that you go to and mining, you can get rocks, and you can get like food items and stuff. Especially when you're fish as well, you can get rare fish that you can go in here and you can make certain dishes that will boost up your harvesting rate, as well as your mining rates and stuff for X amount of minutes. So over here on the left, you have your skill ring jeweler. So when you mine, you get certain jewels, rocks, etc., and you can trade them in, and you can craft rings here that will help you with certain benefits and such on certain classes. Over here, you've got like the kitchen area, so you can actually, this is where you make food to boost up your harvesting rates, etc., etc., that I just mentioned. Over here you have Yerkes, another client order. You give him certain things and he'll give you higher cash rewards. Over here you've just got the quest counter and the daily orders. So we're going to go back. We'll go here, back to the other areas. We'll go to the casino. We'll go back to the shopping plaza and I'll show you from that way, because there is 2 more shops, I believe. You've got the fun store and the item swapper. So we'll go down here. You have the fun store, and then you've got the swap shop. So with the fun store, you can purchase emotes, consumables, and furnishings. Different furnishings for your store when you have fun points. There's also room remodeling. You can have a small expansion or large expansions. And over here you have the furniture where you can buy furnishing items. Over here you have your swap shop. Swap shops, you can pretty much swap certain items for items in here. It's self-explanatory. The target item on the right, so EX cubes. If you want to get an EX cube, if you give this gentleman here a 10 or 11 star weapons, just one of them, and you'll get 1 EX cube in exchange. So there's certain things here. When you get to level 75, this is a key thing to know as well. When you level up, you'll no longer receive levels. You will receive class EX cubes. So if you're a ranger and then you level up past 75, you'll get 1 ranger EX cube. And this is where you can exchange for certain things here on weapons. The certain amount of cubes. So you need 300 cubes for a Tekka for your Talus, etc., etc., etc. Right. What we're going to do there, we're going to go through to the casino. We'll just have a look there. It's a nice area to go to if you want to chill out with friends. There is some really annoying games in there, but there is some really cool games. They're fun to play. You've got the slots. You've got Akuma slots, which is stressful, and then you've got the shooter one in the middle. I can't remember what it's called. Then you've got the roulette at the back, and then you've got blackjack. So when you first enter, you have, like before, you'll have the quest counter. So if you're ever in a rush and you want to get to a quest, there's always a quest counter around. You've got the item vendor, and then you've got the bartender, and then the prize purveyor. So here, when you have enough coins, I've got 39,000. You can buy certain things. So if you press up 1, you can actually preview what it is. So that'll be a suit. So I can wear a lily pan suit. So it's certain things, like you can have skins for weapons and stuff. That keyblade from Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, you can actually do certain things with your coins. We'll go down here. You can actually pick up these balloons. You can fly about. There's certain missions. You got missions over there. The casino staff Alan, he'll give you certain missions. That's the Akuma slots there. You got another prize store there. With this dragon, with the Vol Dragon on and the Rappy, you can actually check the actual jackpot inside the casino at the time. There you've got the roulette machine. Not the roulette. Yeah. And then you've got Rappy slots. And then the blackjack. More Rappy slots. And then the Mesotan shooter. That's what it's called. The Mesotan shooter. Sorry if you're if you don't like heights. Right, so Mesotan shooter's right here. This is the casino. Also, at the top of each stairwell, pretty much, you've got one of these drinks machines. And you can just spam it and try and get the best luck you can. I know there's a 5-star luck you can actually get. I've noticed it works pretty well. That's 2-star luck. Also, when you go to machines, just a quick tip. When you go to play, if you press B, you can actually see the average stage that that machine has got to. You can actually just go around and check every machine and see if they've actually got to a high stage, and you can kind of benefit from it because you know that machine will pay out well. That's on 14. That's on stage 17. So there is certain things you can do around the casino, which is pretty fun. It's a good chill out area. Right, so let's go back to the gate area. And then we're going to show you around your pallet. Your pallet is where you can actually attach your items so you can use them. So your monomates, if you see at the bottom of the screen now, you got monomate, diamate, triamate, star atomizer, and moon. And then you've got a secondary pallet on the right. So press start, go over to sub pallet, and you can have certain sub pallets to equip items on. So on number 1, I've got my monomate. That it's a small heal, medium heal, and then triamate's your large. Your soul atomizer cures anything like poisoning or burn. Moon atomizer heals people, picks them up when they're down. So if someone gets knocked out and killed, you can pick them back up. Star atomizer heals people around a certain area. So that's where I normally put my first ones. You can also make multiple. So if you want to create a different palette, if you're in game, you can. This is my mags ability. So if you ever played like Fantasy Star Universe, if a cast has like their photon booster, their I can't remember what they're called, but your mag has a certain ability that you can actually use. If you press RB, you can scroll through these lists at the top. So this is similar to your weapons photon arts that you can actually equip. So on the second one here, this is where your abilities from your skills will be. So when you have certain class, you'll have skills. So this skill that I have at the moment on number 8. Also, if you have a keyboard, if you plug a keyboard into your Xbox, or if you have a chat pad on the bottom of your controller, you can actually press 1, 2, or 3, and it'll actually use the item without you having to quickly scroll through if you're in the middle of a battle. That's a good thing for you to know. Let's have a look at the weapons palette. So weapons. So here's where you equip your weapons. On the first slot here, so I have the Psycho Wand in the first slot. Then you go onto your techniques. Obviously, you can mess about with what techniques you like. And this is where you will equip them. So you put Foy, first one, go over, and then you can put your second skill in. And then as you're in battle, you can switch over. So if you press LT, you see at the middle of the screen, it'll give you more commands for your wand or rod. Same goes with any weapon that you've got techniques added to, like photon art, sorry. Let's go over to the ARX mission. So you press start and you go over to ARX missions over on quests. These are like daily quests that you can do. They give you boosts to your rare XP booster. Similar to the daily order officer over here.
I've been expecting you.
If you accept some of these orders here, you can see that you get a daily boost of 5%. You get a few of these a day, and they stack up. So if you look at the top right, I've got a 25% boost at the moment because I've done 5 quests. And you can get them all the way up to 15.
Drop by anytime.
That's a good thing for you to remember, that you can actually get a sort of dormant rare drop boost there. what should we cover now? We should cover orders and client orders and quests. So quests are a good thing for you to do with these clients. So certain clients have certain orders. Make sure you just speak to everyone to unlock them actual orders. And if you want to unlock your mag and your subclass, you'll have to speak to Officer Kofi here.
What do you need?
She will give you your mag license trial, and then your sub palette and weapon palette stuff. It unlocks certain difficulties, and obviously it helps you
You'll have to
unlock more
excuse me.
things within the game to actually use in terms of palettes and your sub palette. If you speak to the quest counter
What's you
here,
up for?
this is a big tip for you guys. When you go to an expedition, accept the mission, accepting the block that I'm in.
Good luck.
So you've accepted your mission. Before you go actually into the space counter there, press start, go over to your orders again, go down to client orders, and then orders that can be accepted in the fields of ongoing quests. So what this will do, every single client that you've spoke to, you can accept every single one without having to go to them individually. Big tip. Because look, that's 5,000 XP, that's 30, that's 12, that's 30, that's 30, that's 20,000 XP. You can imagine it. If you keep doing these quests on different missions, you'll earn a lot of XP, and that's a good way for you to boost your character to get into them higher levels and gain those skill points that you need. So that's a big tip. And every time you complete sort of orders and missions, you can come over to the title keeper here. I've unlocked a few already, so there we go. Clear advanced directive, and you get an XP bonus there. So we've got an XP bonus of 30 minutes we can use. This gives you certain items that you can use to grind weapons. Yeah, I got an EX cube there. So certain things will give you certain benefits you can actually use. We'll go over to the quest counter. We'll cover that quickly. If you speak to this guy over here, you can go to change class. This is your main class at the top, and you can have certain skill trees. So because I started and I messed up one skill tree, I bought another skill tree to get the actual skills that I wanted. So if we go to select main class, I'm in a quest at the moment, so we'll abandon the quest. There we go.
What would you like to do?
Select main class, force. And then subclass, I'm using a braver because I'm leveling up my braver class at the moment. So you can have loadouts. This is different loadouts you can save, so you don't have to keep changing things. And then you've got learn class skill. You're going to have skill points that you want to use when you level up. So my force has no skill points at the moment, but these are trees that you can actually level up certain benefits for your character. If you're a force, I would highly recommend putting a lot of your points into flame, just for the plain fact that you've got the flame tech short charge, which reduces the time of doing perfect spells. So that's a good one to do. It just depends on what you're into at the time. Tector, you can have certain points. Braver, I've not used any of the points there, but as you can see, I've got 37 skill points SP at the top. And you can just learn skills and work on what you want to do. So you've got the katana, you've got the the bow. There's certain things you can do there.
Feel free to stop
So you
by
can mess
anytime.
about with that. We're going to go into in-depth with skill trees and what's sort of best for what class later on. Once I've actually sat down and done a lot of research on it. But yeah, that's a pretty quick in-depth guide. If you want anything else, if you know of anything, do let me know. Leave a comment down below. I'd be more than happy to help. Just a quick thing before I go. If you are sick of the spam of the lewd graphics that people post up, you can come to your game settings, go down to chat settings, and then symbol art. You can hide it, so you don't have to see the symbol art that gets posted, because a lot of it, some people post some really stupid stuff. And if you're streaming, obviously it's not good for you. So you can just hide it. rather than displaying it. And that's a quick one there for you guys to know. Yeah, thanks for coming and watch the video, guys. If there's anything else, do let me know. I'm going to be doing some more in-depth stuff within classes, weapons, grinding, etc. So yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah, have fun. Take care. Peace.